Welcome to another ORS training, and we are going to be editing our superseller funnel. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's click on Edit Funnel, and that should take you to your funnels. If you don't find it, click on Funnels, All Funnels. You'll probably see Superseller Funnel right there. Now what you can do is change the name of your funnel. I don't think anyone will be seeing this title, so you can leave it there if you want, or you can change it. Remember to update the slug. Always use this type of syntax, R lowercase and dashes to separate the words. Let's go ahead and click on Superseller Landing. Go ahead and click Edit, because we're going to want to edit it. And this is going to take you to the settings page. This is your actual landing page, and the title might be visible on the outside when you share this page. So go ahead and change this. Give it a captivating name, and in my case it would be ORS Blueprint that sells on autopilot. So, something that captures the attention. Update the slug. This is basically the URL. When you update it here, you'll see it updated in the URL down here. So I would write something like ORS Blueprint sells autopilot, something like that. Don't overthink it. Doesn't really matter. And yeah, basically that's it. You don't have to set anything else in here. Don't look at this other stuff. You don't need to be messing around with that stuff. Just go ahead and click on Edit with Page Builder. Oh, see what I did there? I was about to go into the page builder without saving. So remember to say Update. This will save my title and the URL. Yeah. I wonder if it's going ahead. Okay, so it seems like it's saved. The button has disappeared. So what we do is just reload the page. Since it has been saved, we're just going to reload. So the button reappears to edit in Page Builder. There you go. Edit with Page Builder. Give it a second to load. And this video is going to take a bit because I'm going to show you each section and how to edit it and stuff like that. Okay, so this is your sales page. A superseller sales page, and when people land on it, we want them to buy. We want them to buy. If what we're selling is what they're looking for, we want them to buy. The only problem should be pricing, but even there, we're going to try and find a solution for them to pay you the amount you want. Okay, so these are all blocks. When you see this, that's a section. These are blocks, single blocks, the type of blocks you see it here. See, this is a heading block. This is editor block, heading, editor, button, video, stuff like that. These are all blocks. And when you see this, that's a column. So this section has 2 columns. And this main section has 1 column. And let's go ahead and edit this section. This is pretty important. I've seen it done a whole bunch of times. Call out your audience here. So let's say in my case it would be this is useful for everybody, but my target is freelancers. So I'd say freelancers and then maybe agency owners, because some freelancers want to become an agency, So I would add that in there. Then see, this is actually the title I was using, but instead of a template, I used to be selling this template. Now I actually sell a full-blown plug play blueprint. So I would say the blueprint. Oh, I just take this out. Something like that. The website we've developed to sell 6. Get the website developed to sell 6 figures in a year worth of online services on autopilot. And then I'd say something like never chase clients again, work with high caliber clients, stuff with that, like that, to continue with this, the benefits of having this thing. What will happen when I get this? And you explain that here. Not very long. Try to keep it under one sentence. You don't want to overload them just yet. I would say available for a limited amount of time because as time goes on, our prices will increase. And at the moment, what we want is to bring in the first clients. And so that's what you want, to bring in the first clients. And you have to keep the prices ridiculously low so that you know that your offer is good and you start, your first clients should be paying for your expenses. And I'll explain pricing later on. So you can summarize the attractive offer here, or you can delete this block if you feel it's too much. This is a button. You can change the text of your button here. And the link actually takes to the pricing section. So if I click on it, it'll take to this area here. I will not change that. Leave that as is. Yeah, so anything else, you can change the styling of stuff just by going to style. And as you can see, you can change the button, typography, shadow, whatever. Just change the colors of these things. Like, I don't want you wasting too much time on design. This is more than enough. Some people are making a bunch of money by selling on really ugly landing pages. So don't worry too much. It's really what you're saying than what it looks like. So don't waste time on design. And I would add a video here, and the video would add value to whoever's watching it. So actually give some value in this video, so they're like, wow, this guy, like in a few minutes, obviously 2-3 minutes, give them some tips and why this thing is going to help them reach get the results you are promising them. So I would add video. It increases the conversion rate a lot. And let's continue. This is a type of navigation bar if you want to keep it here. This is a logo. If you want to change it, just go here, click on upload file, choose a logo on your computer, upload it, then go to media library, choose it, then say insert media, and you've inserted the image here. This is a type of navigation. You can remove it. This is another order button that will bring down to pricing. If you don't want this, you can just cancel this section here, no problems. And the next section is actually a case study, and it doesn't have to be yours. Actually, it doesn't matter, because all you need is proof that what you're selling has gotten other people the results you are promising. So let's say that you're a video maker and there's another dude that has gotten people, a return on ad spend or something like that. Then you will probably be able to get them the same results, hopefully. If not, then you have to check what you're doing to be able to give people results. So I've added a few results here that you can, just to get your mind working. So 0 to 10K a month in revenue, workload decreased by 30%, because, for example, in our case, the fulfillment free offer actually starts making sales without you having to do much work to get them. And you don't have to spend anything in ads to be able to get new clients. So stuff like that, results that are really tangible, that paint a picture for the person of what they're going to get once they are finished with whatever your fulfillment free offer is. So update the case study, and what would that be? In my case would be, get high quality clients. High quality clients increased by 200%, something like that, the main title of the result. Describe it a little bit. If you have an image of people or something here, if you don't want to, just delete this column. Don't waste time on looking up images. It's just something I've added for you. If you want to, we've got a whole bunch of free images, so just click on choose image, free images from Pixabay. And you can search for them here. Look at all these images you've got. There are literally thousands and thousands of images, so a lot of stuff you can work with here. I already explained this. If you don't want to center this text to the image, just click on the column and then say vertical align middle, and that will center it vertically to the image. And that's basically it. You don't have to waste too much time on it. Just remember about writing tangible results that paint a picture. And the next step is showcasing companies companies you've worked with, logos basically of people you've worked with. If you haven't worked with anybody or you don't want to add the section, just delete it here, no problems. This is if you want to add a discount for multiple orders, and you can do that. If you don't want to, just delete it here. Now this part is really crucial. Identifying their problem. In this section, you have to show that you know their problem better than they do. So in my case, I identified the problem of freelancers and agencies not being able to find the right client. And that means basically 1 month they'd be working and the next month they wouldn't be working. So what would happen is, so hold on. Let's say that's the problem. And then what you have to do is once you find that problem, you have to specify the problems behind the problem. So always have this in mind when in marketing, because it really helps to increase sales when you're able to do this. So in my case, once I identify this problem, I try to think, what's the problem behind that problem? So what's the problem behind not being able to find clients consistently each month? The problem is when you don't have a consistent flow of clients, you're chasing for clients. And when you chase for clients, that means that you're willing to lower your prices just to get a client. You spend hours writing a proposal, you send it to them, and they'll ghost you because probably they found someone else that might be costing them more or something, who knows. And then you accept to work. If you do get a client, it's probably a crappy client because you lowered your prices. And usually, not always, but crappy clients are the ones that don't want to pay any money. And that means that you don't like doing your work because the client is not someone you like working with. You end up working long hours because they probably ask you for ridiculous things at low prices. And so you end up working at night, you end up working on weekends, you don't go on vacations, you don't have consistent flow of revenue to be able to plan your life. So what I did was I identified the main problem, and I wrote it, and you write it down. You write down here something like, what's the main problem? Getting clients is hard. Getting high quality clients is hard. Something like that. Identify and explain why that's a problem. Then you agitate that problem. So most freelancers think that this is normal. Like working with bad clients is the norm. Having to lower your prices is the norm. Having to spend hours writing proposals is normal. And they think that's normal. So what I do is I explain in this section why it's not normal and why it's causing them even more problems in their life. And I explain those problems when I talked about the problem behind the problem. So that's what you have to do here. Write down all the problems behind the problem. So basically, this is a problem in their business, and it's being reflected on other areas of their life. So what happens is they're constantly chasing clients. They lower their prices. They work long hours, weekends and nights. They can't go on vacation. They can't buy a house. They can't buy stuff for their family, stuff like that. So I agitate the problem, so they're like, holy, this is a problem, man. And that's what a lot of marketers are good at. So once you do this, they start feeling it. Okay, yeah, I have a problem. And once they know they have a problem, you're gonna have to give them a solution, yeah. So that's what you do in this section. You introduce a solution, and when I say this, I'm not talking about your service. It's a solution in the general sense. So my solution to that was the creation of a fulfillment-free service. So I know the freelancer knows how to do his work. He knows how to work with clients. He's been able to deliver. And so what I say is, instead of working for each client, why don't you create an asset, something that you can sell on autopilot at a ridiculously low price that's going to solve the client's problem, but is not going to require any work on your part. And that's a solution, because When you're able to sell a fulfillment-free product, that means that money is coming in without you having to do any work. And the awesome part is that when people pay you for your fulfillment-free product, these are people that you can trust and that trust you, so that you know you can then upsell them on your high-end services. And you won't be afraid of losing them because you already have an income stream that's paying for the bills. You're not in a position anymore of scarcity. And so that when you talk to your clients, you know that you understand their problems. You're like, hey, we can help you with this, and this. And you upsell them your higher, you do what you were doing already before, but without having the fear of losing the client, because you are already getting an income stream that's keeping you afloat. And then you can get paid the money you want to get paid, because you don't have to give up your power by saying, okay, I want to work with you, I'll offer you half price, and you end up working way more than you wanted to, etc. Okay, so I give them the solution and I say, this is what you need. And then they're like, yeah, I need that. So in their mind, I've made this connection between their problem, the solution, and then I tell them the way to get this is through my services. So in my case, I would be selling them my ORS blueprint. And if you're watching this video, you're probably watching the free ORS blueprint. You probably have the free version, but we're also selling a paid version that's got a whole bunch of stuff where we teach you how to write this sales page in 5 days, and we teach you how to find clients for free using social media, etc. So that's my solution. So I tell you, this is your problem, this is the solution, and how to get this is through my services. And this block is basically a normal block with a background image, because I thought that would be cool. And how do I change the background image? Is you click on this, and that would choose your section. You can see edit section, click on style, and make sure you're in the background section, and on the background section choose image. Then you can choose any image you want here. And I'd probably try and add an image of your, an info product image in the background, make it really cool. And basically that. As you can see, this section, why is there's all this space here, is because when I click on this and go to advanced, I can, it's not there. So how come there's all this space? Layout box, no gap, min height. Okay, there's a minimum height, which is 100 VH. Okay, and this is centered to that. But you can play around. These are all settings you can play around with. There are a whole bunch of tutorial videos you can watch to edit your pages. I'm not going to do that here, otherwise this video will be too long. I just want you to edit the content and go ahead. So let's continue here. Add portfolio items. So if you already done work for other clients, you can add them here. And if you don't have that, just delete this section by clicking on the X. Let's go ahead. This is basically continuing here, but explaining a little more why they should be using your service, why they should be using your fulfillment free offer. And in my case, I would say that's because a lot of people today are selling websites at a high price and like thousands of dollars, and these websites are not delivering, meaning that they get the websites installed, but no clients are coming through. So what my website does is I actually get clients. It's a website that actually gets you clients, and you're not going to be paying thousands of dollars for it. You're probably going to be paying a couple $100 for it. If you follow me on social media, you will probably get a chance to buy it at that price. And it delivers way more than what other people's service delivers. And you obviously have to do a little bit of work by yourself, because it's a do-it-yourself offer. Because obviously that's my fulfillment free offer. I give you all that stuff, but you just have to put in the work yourself, and you still get a superior product. Obviously, we can do it for you, but then it's going to cost you a lot more. And that's what we do when people jump on the ORS Blueprint, is we talk to them and see if we can help them out by working together. So you can do that here. Talk more about why they should be using your service. Add an image if you want. If you don't want to add image, just delete it here. If you find this section difficult, just delete it. Not a problem. I don't want you wasting time. You want to start selling as soon as possible. And okay, so once, like, this is your service, they want to know what's going to happen. You don't want them to have any doubts on what is going to happen after they pay. So this is a crucial step. Don't delete the step. Take time to add in all the steps they're going to be doing once they pay. So you want them to know, okay, you're going to pay, but the next step is going to be this, and then after that this, and then this is when you'll be receiving the end result. So go ahead and do that. I added an image column here if you want. If you don't want, just delete the column and you'll be fine. As you see, no problems. And this is the pricing section. So in this section, this is a crucial section because, first of all, you have to choose, depending on what you're selling, you might have 3 different pricing tiers, or maybe just 1. In my case, I can have 3 pricing tiers because when someone buys an ORS, they can accept it with 0 revisions, 1 revision, or 3 revisions. They get everything else. Each pricing tier has everything. The only difference between them is one thing: the amount of revisions. And we did that because having only one thing that changes makes it really easy for the person to choose what they want. When you start making it too complicated and then you make them think, they will probably end up leaving the page because they'll say, I'll figure it out later on and then I'll come back to this page, and most probably they'll never come back. So make the difference between this really easy to understand. You can even write it here on the title if you want. Now, remember when we set up your offer page, your offer product, we set the prices there. This is not going to be updated when you change it. So you have to remember to update it here. This has to be the same price you set there, because if they think this is the price and they click on this button to go buy and it's different from what is declared here, they'll think that this is kind of shady and they'll probably leave. So remember to update this. The next thing you have to update is make sure you'll be seeing you'll be seeing the checkout page in the next video, and each checkout page has its own URL. So make sure that if this is the link to the checkout page, and if you change the URL on the checkout page, remember to go back to your sales page and update it here. Okay? That's kind of crucial, because if you click on this and then it takes nowhere, you lose that person because they were going to buy. And if it doesn't take to the checkout page, they'll probably not come back anymore. So that's crucial. What's next? Okay, so this is in the case if you're able to sell 3 tiers of pricing. If not, so basically you're selling a course, or a video training, or a book or something like that, and there's no way you can make 3 levels of pricing, then just delete these columns. Go ahead and delete the column, these 3 columns, and you just keep this one here. Change the title. You can change it here or directly here. These are the features, benefits, or whatever they're gonna get when they buy. So you can list them here. To change this, just click on this block. This is the list. Click on this. It opens and you can change the text here. You can change the icon here. Don't add a link. You don't want them going anywhere. You want them to just go to the checkout page. And yep, that's basically it. If you want to change the style of this, go here and change the styling. Don't waste too much time on this. You don't need to be changing the style on this page unless you are an experienced designer. Don't waste time. Lastly, always offer a money back guarantee, and our advice is to add a 90-day money back guarantee, because if it's 30 or 14 days, they're going to be in a rush to ask for their money back if they don't like it. While 90-day, they'll be like really chill, and they might even forget to ask you for a refund. So we found that this actually lowers refund rates, but the choice is yours. Obviously, test that out to see what happens. And yep, that's basically it for the pricing section, and we'll continue with the page and see what else is here. We want some social proof. So if you have testimonials, and I highly recommend you to get at least 3 testimonials, or maybe even just one, you know, just remove these. If you only have one, remove these columns, and then add the biggest client testimonial here. And you really need some social proof to be able to sell, and at least 1 testimonial is good. So don't try and fill this out. The money back guarantee, and this button will obviously bring back to your pricing. Explain the money back guarantee, the few steps that they'll have to take to ask for the money. So basically what we say is just shoot us an email and we'll give you your money back. And we like to make it a 90-day money back guarantee. The frequently asked questions is also really important, because you don't want them to have any doubts on their mind about what they're gonna buy. So maybe they want to buy, but they're like, is this actually for me? What if there's this thing? What if there's that thing? If you've had any experience in what you're doing, selling to clients, working with clients, you should know how to fill this out pretty easily. So you should know what clients have asked you when you are working with them. So just write down the question, write out the answer. You want to make it really easy for the person to buy. Another order button we added here. If you don't like it, just click on the block, say delete. And lastly, if you feel like it, this adds a touch of personality to the page. Add some team members. If it's only you, then add a bio, like add a picture of yourself, explain why you're doing this, what's your mission, and stuff like that. So that really helps. And that's basically it. If you want to add sections, just click on this. So for example, add a section. This is standard, so you can choose the amount of columns you want. But what's really cool is you can add also blocks from pages. So you see all these types of blocks. You can easily add these directly onto your page with little to no designing experience. So look at that. That's a whole bunch of blocks, if you ask me. Let's see the contact if it adds it. Let's see if it import block. There you go. That's the block. That's important. You didn't have to do anything. Just go ahead and edit the stuff. Click on it. You edit. This is your socials thing. Click on Facebook. Add the link to Facebook. Add the map. Where is it? Okay, yeah, here. This little thing here. Google Maps. Add the location. In this case, we added a contact us thing, but we don't want people to contact us. We want people to buy. Okay, this is a sales page. You don't want them contacting you. You want them buying from you, because your offer is priced at a ridiculously low cost, and that's why they should be buying. So the main price here, the lowest, must be like so low that they're like, no, I can't not buy this, because they know that the price is going to go up. And yeah, that's basically it. So in the next page, I'm going to be showing you how to edit your checkout pages. And yep, I think we're done. See you in the next video.